Morning, Dr. Husky.
Hiya. Morning. Any messages?
Oh, I'm switched on the phones,
No,
yeah.
I mean from yesterday.
Oh, no.
Al, can I have a word with you about Karen?
Yeah, maybe at lunchtime. I'm really busy. Sorry.
Look, I'll give you a lift then, but hurry up or I'll be late for work.
Leave me alone.
Darling, we agreed you'd give it a go today.
I don't feel well.
Have you got PE? I'll write a note.
I'm not going to school.
Just go until lunchtime, see how you feel.
You definitely not going.
Right, that's it. There's nothing wrong with you. Now get up!
Good morning. How may I help you?
I'd like to see Dr. Carmichael, please.
I'll be with you shortly, Mr. Pattermore. I thought you were supposed to be off this morning.
Yeah, I'm taking a couple hours, so Miney's meet me here.
Oh, lucky boy. Hello, yes. Is Marie available, please? I'm a great friend of Mrs. Tenby's.
Is that a personal call?
Please, take a seat. How may I help you?
No, you're all right. I'm with Mr. Grumpy.
Hello? Oh, yes. Hello, Marie. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I am in desperate need of a birthday cake. Yes, well, I'd be willing to pay extra. Well, my useless partner is. Oh, tomorrow. Yes, I know. But I'd be so grateful. Oh, you would? Oh, thank you so much. Well, he simply adores cats.
You seem so unhappy, depressed even. I don't know what's going on with you.
I'm not depressed.
No?
Anyway, I'm better now.
You're not though, darling. Look at you. Come on, boring old mum might be able to help.
Everything's fine. And your blood sugar is normal, which is excellent. Do you live near your brother, Mr. Pattermore?
Jerry, you sound like a judge. Joke. No, I'm up here helping him out for a while.
I'm paying him to take care of me, and that needs to be done properly. That's why we're here.
I see.
I'd like comprehensive information on leg ulcers and my other conditions and some diet sheets for my diabetes. Gerald needs to be fully informed about what the job entails.
Yeah, I think I can manage a bit of cooking and cleaning, Paul. I've done it for myself for the last few years.
Only because your third wife divorced you. He's been married 3 times with 2 children from each marriage.
What can I say? I've had a busy life.
You've had more wives than you've had jobs, so not that busy, in fact.
Tough times for painter decorators, Paul. Everyone's doing their own. Don't suppose you want any painting done, Doc?
Sorry, no.
You won't be sloping off in my time, let me tell you.
So, here is the information that you asked for, and there will be leaflets on hypertension and asthma in reception. Is there anything else that you wanted to know?
Recommended fluid intake, how much I should keep my legs up, etc., etc.
Normal fluid intake, and put your feet up as much as possible.
Are you listening, Gerald? This is for your benefit. I know all about my complex health issues.
Thanks. Help me sleep.
So, if that's all, gentlemen,
Well, what if he needs clarification about my diabetes?
then contact me and I will clarify. Don't worry, Mr. Pattermore, I'm sure your brother can cope. Now, I do have other patients.
It's been so horrible.
What, darling? What's been horrible? Oh, you're not worried about being ill, are you? I shouldn't have made such a fuss. I didn't mean to frighten you. Dr. Husky was so reassuring yesterday. Would you like me to ring him again? He'll put your mind at rest.
No, don't. It's not that. Oh, Mum, I wanted to tell you. I did, honestly, I did. So sorry, Mum. I had an abortion.
Stop, why are you sweeping? It says vacuum, not sweep. Can't you read?
Yeah, funny word, vacuum. Why's it got two U's, do you think?
I knew this would happen.
What you doing? Phoning the dust police?
Campus surgery, how may I help you?
Oh, Mrs. Temby, this is Paul Pattimore. I need the doctor to speak to my brother about allergy awareness.
One moment, please.
She'll be seeing patients.
This is important.
Mr. Pattimore, something about allergies?
Oh, he's such a fussbot. Tell him I'm busy. I am busy.
I'm sorry, Dr. Carmichael is unavailable at the moment.
Please stress that it's urgent.
Mr. Pattimore, are you unwell?
No, but I will if my asthma is triggered.
I knew it. Tell him I'll only speak to him. He's actually dying.
Mr. Pattimore, please call us if you need treatment. Good day.
Hello? This is crucial. Hello?
Not that crucial, then. Why don't you put your feet up? I'll make you a cuppa before I go shopping.
Today's lunch is cottage pie with garden peas. Don't disappoint me, Gerald. I have it at 12:30 on the dot.
I knew we shouldn't have. But it seemed right, you know. And the condom split. I don't think Josh had it on right anyway.
Why didn't you tell me? You must have been worried sick.
I was, but... I'm sorry, Mum. I knew what you'd say. And I couldn't bring up the baby.
Yes, but I'm really...
If you took care of it, then you'd have to give up work. But why? Mum, I know you hate abortions, but...
I don't hate abortion.
Yes, you do. You were saying how hard you had to fight Dad to keep me.
But I was older, married. We already had children. It's completely different. I don't hate abortion, Fliss. It just depends on the circumstances.
Oh. Then you can understand why I did it.
You did this on your own.
No, Dr. Haskey took me. It was so nice of him, because I didn't have enough pocket money for a taxi.
Oh, Dr. Haskey. From the mill.
Yes, he's been brilliant, Mum. Really brilliant.
Okay. Which one?
Well, they are both very nice.
But which one is more fun?
Right, we're leaving. Just
Okay, which one do you prefer?
that one.
Really?
See you later.
But I prefer this one.
So sorry. I can't believe you had to go through this all on your own.
I knew you'd be cross.
I'm not cross with you, darling. I'm sure you did what you thought was best.
Tried to. I meant to. It seems so obvious. But now, I can't help thinking. I can't stop thinking about...
Oh, sweetheart, it's over now, okay? Everything is fine. You can relax now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Why don't I ask Pam to pop over for an hour or so?
You're not going to work?
I'll grab some files, then I can work from home.
Can you ask Pam to bring over some of her shortbread?
Of course I can.
rid of the soft toys. Way too obvious.
Nah, it's colourful. It's cute. Get a little duck.
OMG, you're broody. Jimmy Clay's broody. Get real though, Jimmy. There's no way you'd be able to cope with dirty nappies. I'd be a nervous wreck, terrified I'd leave it on the bus or something, but you...
No, my work gets pretty messy sometimes, I manage.
Yeah, but come on. Being a parent's full on. You can't walk away at 6 o'clock.
Oh, I know that.
Of course you do, sorry. I just know any child of mine would be certifiable.
Not necessarily.
If nature didn't mess the poor kid up, my brand of nurture certainly would. Hey, let's be daring. Cheesecake with custard? I'm buying.
Oh.
Your feast awaits.
Cold. Do you know how much sugar and salt there are in these products?
Yeah, well, it's very tasty.
It says homemade.
Sorry, Paul. I was on the coach at 6 a.m. and we went straight to the doctor's this morning, so I needed a rest. Go on, try a mouthful.
That muck will not pass my lips. I'll have a cheddar cheese sandwich now, and you can make cottage pie for tea.
Yeah, well, I'll go shopping later. Let's not waste this.
Cheese sandwich. And I'm not giving you a penny for that. Perhaps that'll teach you a lesson. Nothing else will, it seems.
Very nice.
If I don't eat at 12:30 on the dot, my blood sugar drops and I risk having a hyperglycemic attack. Gerald, sandwich.
Right, I'm in need of a pint. Do you fancy a pint?
I can't drink beer.
Yeah, well, I can. See you later.
I'm already feeling lightheaded.
Pig-headed, you mean?
Come back this instant!
And that was 2007.
Oh, you can't just... Sorry. Look,
Valerie,
can't.
it's all right. It's fine.
It's not fine.
Look, I'm in the middle of a consultation, but I will see you after, okay?
You'd better.
I'll see you next week, Mr. Saunders. Take a seat.
I don't want a seat. I want an explanation.
I'm afraid I'm bound by patient confidentiality.
You helped my underage daughter have an abortion. She told me, so it's out in the open now.
When a patient comes to see me, I advise on all their options.
Did you explain her first option was to talk to me?
Of course I did. This was her choice, Mrs. Hanning, not mine.
You stood in my house. You said she was fine. She's not fine.
You were concerned about her health, and she's not unwell.
I'm her mother.
I'm sure you're a very good one.
Then why didn't you make her tell me?
This was her decision. It is my duty as her doctor to support that decision.
Oh, Dr. Carmichael, just the person.
Mr. Pattermore.
Jerry.
Actually, I was just on my way out.
I had a quick question for you. You did say if I had any questions.
So I did.
How long would it take someone diabetic, to have a hypo if they stopped eating?
Has your brother stopped eating?
He wouldn't eat his lunch.
Right.
Only he said something about feeling dizzy.
Dizzy.
Oh, I hope he's okay. It's going to take me ages to get back there.
Can't you just ring him?
I tried. No answer.
Okay, I can drop you on the high street.
Doc, you wouldn't give him the once over, would you?
I examined him this morning.
I know he's a pain, but none of our sisters will talk to him. He's been on his own too long. That's the trouble. I'm supposed to be helping him get better, not making him worse.
Okay, but we will have to hurry up.
Cheers. I wish you were my doctor.
This whole thing happened right under my nose. I didn't have a single clue. Do you know how that feels?
Teenagers are good at secrets.
Fliss isn't. Fliss tells me everything. She always has.
Really? Everything.
What do you mean by that?
Look, Mrs. Henning, perhaps we should speak
Oh,
again
I
after
see.
you-
She didn't tell me she'd had sex. That's what you mean.
When children grow up, it can be really hard to let go.
Excuse me?
Look, bottom line, she didn't want you to know, Mrs. Henning.
Because she thought I'd stop her. That's ridiculous.
Is it? So you're not against abortion?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Perhaps this would be a good point for me to explain the Fraser guidelines.
I know all about the Fraser guidelines, thank you. I've been on the phone to social services while you kept me waiting.
Paul? You all right? Oh, my word. In here, Doctor. Paul, can you hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry. Shall I call an ambulance?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll get him a biscuit.
Please don't move, Mr. Patmore. It's Dr. Carmichael. I'm going to check you over.
And you think Fliss is mature? She still takes her teddy to bed. And we both know how naive she is.
How so?
Well, she didn't think twice about the condom splitting, otherwise she'd have taken the morning after pill. Have you got children of your own? Teenagers?
2 signatures were required, Mrs. Henning. Wasn't just mine.
You're her GP. Your word is bound to count for more. But without experience of teenagers, how the hell can you judge maturity?
BP's fine. Blood sugar normal. No broken bones.
Thank goodness.
How about a cup of tea, Jerry?
Righto.
Thank you. It wasn't necessary. He overreacted.
No, Mr. Patmore. It wasn't necessary.
If he'd done things properly, everything would have been fine.
Everything is fine. Although there is actually a medical term for what happened.
Yes?
It's called sulking.
Not at all. I needed some homemade cottage pie and he wouldn't make it.
I'm a busy person, Mr. Patmore. I do not have time to be drawn into your silly game.
It's not silly. I'm paying him to look after me.
And isn't he trying to? Not up to your high standards, perhaps, but he is trying. Isn't that enough?
No, it isn't.
Your brother obviously has a very different outlook on life to you, but he's not hurting anybody.
He's hurting me. I could have had a hypo.
There was nothing like a hypo.
Could never do as he's told. He never could. He wagged school, failed his exams, just like my useless sisters.
Mr. Patmore.
He comes grovelling to me for money, and I'm kind enough to give him another chance. Goodness knows why, and he can't even do this properly. No wonder he's penniless. It's an embarrassment.
Drum roll, please. Oh, crikey.
Don't worry, she's okay.
Yeah, my eardrums aren't.
It's a family-friendly place, isn't it?
Yeah, but we need ear defenders. Still think you want kids?
I have serious medical conditions, and I have to follow Dr. Carmichael's advice to the letter, don't I?
Yes, in a perfect world, but there has to be a bit of give and take, otherwise you're just going to make yourself miserable.
Well, I'm not miserable. This is how I live, how I've always been.
Miserable.
Follow the rules, and everything will be fine.
He's a control freak. He always has been. Where's the joy, Paul?
Joy? There's every joy in doing things properly, Gerald. Still, what would you know? You've never followed a rule in your life. Same as our sisters.
I did follow rules at school. I did. I got prizes for me drawing and being good, and so did Mary and Christine, even little Penny. But our dad burned the lot.
You've only yourselves to blame.
Our father was a terrible man. Paul was the oldest. He never lifted one finger to stop him.
I was barely 13. What could I do?
Dad battered our mum to within an inch of her life, but this fine man, this upright citizen, kept stum. He even put him to bed afterwards.
Someone had to.
No. Someone had to help Mum. We tried, me and the girls tried, but it cost us. None of our sisters have spoken a word to him since we buried our mum.
I did my very best to support Fliss, Mrs. Henning.
She deserved to have someone with her, holding her hand, reassuring her, don't you think? That was my little girl you took to the clinic. She must have been terrified going into that place.
She seemed really calm.
She can't have felt calm, can she? How the hell do you know? You've no clue about her. Oh, what if something had happened? What if something had gone wrong? How would we have found out? Can you imagine?
You're just upsetting yourself now.
What? I should have been part of this. As should my husband. He's at a conference in Dubai, but he will go ballistic. He's a lawyer. Did I mention that? You can expect to hear from us.
His wives kicked him out. All of them. No one wants him. Useless lump. Same as my sisters. I bet his kids are just the same.
I can't believe I stuck up for him all these years. I told the girls he didn't realise how bad things were. He was too busy to notice, I said. Yeah, otherwise he would have offered to help. Any decent person would. My kids mean everything to me. I give them every penny I've got. I always have. What do you think I'm here taking all your crap again?
You're obviously the wrong person for this job. It needs someone more stable.
Okay, this is silly.
I'm phoning the Sundown Care Home.
Sundown? That's a bit pricey.
It's only to my legs better. They'll appreciate my hard-earned money.
Oh, yeah, you pay him, Paul. You pay him to care. 'Cause no one else will. I'll get me bag.
His choice? Anyway, I'm better off on my own, always have been.
Aren't you the teeniest bit lonely? I mean, most of my older patients just tell me how important family is to them.
You heard what he said. They hate me.
Oh, he doesn't? Well, he didn't. Can't you just learn to compromise a little bit, Mr. Pattermore? I know that you'd far rather stay in your own home.
Perhaps.
I'll sling me hook.
Jerry, your brother has something to say to you.
I'll phone the care home.
Back home, then.
Yeah, well, it's fine by me, Doc. 'Cause my lot down there, we fall out, we make up, we have a laugh. Look out for each other. Always have.
Good for you.
Him? If he can't control things, well, everything down to the last detail, he can't cope. Sad, really.
I suppose so. Can I give you a lift to the station?
Nah, I've got things to do.
Bye, then. Good luck.
Mrs. Henning,
All right, darling, I'll be 10 minutes. Bye.
look, I just wanted to say that I'm glad that Fliss told you. Reassurance is exactly what she needs right now. It's been a really stressful time.
I know. I have to get back.
Quality TLC will make her right again. Just trust me on that. And she can rest up and then get back to her studies. Maybe when the dust has settled, you might want to have a proper talk to her about contraception. I think you're going to find that time is a great healer.
She hasn't cut her knee. She's had an abortion. Do you think this will just go away? She cried, sobbed in my arms.
She will learn to deal with it.
How the hell would you know?
That's right, I've sketched something. Yes, I'll hold.
What do you think you're doing? Come back with that. That's 200 quid's worth of whiskey. That's my entire Christmas stock. You want to give me a heart attack?
Hi, Marie. Sorry. Actually, I've just realised that I'm being a complete control freak. You're the cake expert. I'll trust you to come up with something wonderful. Thanks. Bye.
This cannot be right. What you did cannot be right.
Simply advised her. This was Felicity's decision.
But she wasn't mature enough to make it. And no way is she mature enough to cope with the doubts, the perfectly natural doubts that would come after something like this.
I could refer her for counselling. Would you like me to do that?
Suddenly you want my opinion. You didn't care what I thought last week.
No, that's not true.
Abortion may have been the right choice, I don't know. But the way she decided, the way you guided her or advised her, whatever it was, completely behind my back.
I gave medical advice.
The way you drove her to appointments, talked to the clinic, and none of that can be right. It's more than medical advice, especially to a 14-year-old.
It was a judgment call.
It was a catastrophic judgment call that could haunt my daughter for the rest of her life.
Oh, come on, I think we're getting things a little bit out of proportion.
Out of proportion? Are you even listening?
No, of course I'm listening.
You're not going to get away with this. I'm not going to rest until you're struck off. I'm going to make damn sure you never, never do this again.
She was adamant she did not want her mother to know.
She's in pieces. She wishes she hadn't got rid of the baby. She's going to regret it for the rest of her life, and I have to deal with that.
You don't understand the nuances of a doctor-patient relationship.
No? Well, now's the perfect opportunity for you to explain it. You didn't cross the line, but you walked perilously close to it.
Tonight on BBC One.